Hi everybody, Laura here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to share a colorful project with you featuring the latest STAMPtember collaboration, this time designed by one of my favorites, Mama Elephant, and it's called Holiday Snow Globe. So look at these adorable snow globes in Mama Elephant fashion for sentiments. Have a sweet holiday season for you from me. Happy holidays. And wishing you warmest wishes. Okay, and then there's a coordinating die set that cuts out that snow globe shape, so it'll fit for all four of those, and then one for all of the sentiments. You gotta love a coordinating die for the sentiments. So I'm gonna stamp one of these. I just chose one. This was kind of my favorite one of the snow globes here, and I stamped it with the new black ink by Simon Says Stamp, which is Copic friendly. But one thing I will recommend doing, unless you have a lot of time, like maybe even a few hours or a day before to let it dry, then you got to heat set it if you're wanting to work right away. I do. I always like take the heat gun and go over it. Or if I stamp something ahead of time and I'm going to color it the next day. I know it's crazy, but have you ever stamped something and then went to color it and it bled? And that will chap your khakis. Okay, so you can see my marker caps here. I am doing very, very, very simple coloring. But you know what? For the holidays, and also just because I just like to keep it simple. These are pretty small images. I mean, it's a tiny little snow globe. You know I'm going in rainbow order for this colorful Christmas lights. And then I'm making a yellow little, is it a chicken or a bird? I think it's a bird. It's a little chickadee. I don't even know, but I'm making it yellow. And then now here, this critter, this is my thing with Mama Elephant. I'm never quite sure, is it a bunny, is it a dog? I'm going a spotted dog, okay? And then, of course, you got to add a rosy cheek. Forget about it. And then I take a couple, like a W1, and just give a little shadow. And then now I'm making, like, for the base, I thought about this with the base of the snow globe. Do I want to go gold? Do I want to go, like, wood? So I went brown. And then I decided to make the tree a darker shade of green. I'll have all my Copic marker colors and supplies listed in the description box if you're watching this on YouTube. So BG10. I would say BG10 is one of my most used colors ever because it's good for snow, it's good for a shadow, it's good for a background. I just use it a ton. Taking the coordinating die, I'm going to take this off camera, run it through my die cutting machine. And then I'm taking a little panel of Audrey Blue cardstock and I cut another one. What I'm going to do with this? Well, first I'm going to stamp a little sentiment. And this is a fun thing. I'm going to take one of the sentiments that's just a one-liner and I'm going to arch it so that it kind of goes with the shape of the snow globe. I took the die packaging. Sometimes if you just have something that the stamp will stick to, it helps to make that shape if you're wanting to manipulate your stamp and kind of make it arch. And you got to fiddle and futz with it, check it 1,000 times to make sure you've got that perfect arch. And I know I can be a little cuckoo on it, but I like to have it the way I want to have it. Stamping it with surf ink, so it's kind of a tone-on-tone sentiment. Stamp it a couple times. And so this says, for you, from me, because what this is going to be is a little ornament. I'm turning the snow globe into a little ornament, and then I'm going to tuck it in the card and make like a window. You'll see how it all comes together. So I glued the Audrey Blue to the back, and I'm just going to punch a hole right in the top. I'm using one of these tiny little hole punchers, and then some of this, what is it? Iridescent white cord by Simon Says Stamp. I love a good cord, a good twine. And this is perfect for a little ornament. It's a tiny, just a little gift, so the card becomes a gift. That's what I'm going for. So I thread that through, and then I'm just going to tie a knot at the top so that it would be easy to hang on a tree or wherever you want to hang it. Okay, now I'm going to create a white card base. For this, I have Nina Solar White, 110 pound. Using the Simon Says Stamp scoring board and my beloved Teflon bone folder. I like to crease that thing to the high heavens. If it ain't creased over and over again, what are we doing? Okay, so then I have a panel of Audrey Blue cardstock. Now, I'm going to die cut this snow globe. Right, I'm just eyeballing it. Just want to get it in the center. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now you see how this is coming together. Now I want to die cut the snow globe into the front of the white card. Again, I'm eyeballing it here. I put the die behind the opening and kind of eyeballed it, matched it up. This is what you call the Laura Fedora redneck line it up technique. Take that off camera. Now you have your opening through the card base and the panel. Okay, so let's just check and see if this all lines up. But you know me, I got to crease it 100 more times just to make sure it lines up. Now to zhuzh up my panel, because it's kind of plain, I'm using the Rainbow Splash Swiss Dots embossing folder just to give it a little something. Maybe you could stamp a pattern. You could blend a pattern, stamp some stripes, just to give it something, you know. So I gave it the Swiss Dots. If I'm being honest with you, I am not sold on this yet. And you will see the evolution. I end up completely changing my mind. But I wanted to show you the process. Every card I make is an evolution. I thought this could be good, and it's not bad. But, okay, I wanted to add a heart on the back of the ornament. So I pulled out an oldie but a goodie. This is the Geometric Builders Hearts die set. I just wanted to find a nice heart that I could put on the back of this ornament. This one fit the bill. I was rummaging through my products trying to find a heart. And I thought I had a nested heart die set, which would have been perfect. But I ended up finding this Geometric Builders Heart die set. Any heart die, even like an enamel heart would have been cute. I stamped the sentiment from the holiday snow globe, cut it out. Now here's where I changed my mind. When in doubt, here's my new slogan. When in doubt, strip it out. Because when I don't know what to do and the card's just not bringing the joy that I need, I strip it out. I strip it up. I usually strip it up, but when in doubt, strip it out. I think I feel a jingle coming on. When in doubt, we're going to strip it out. I mean, that's catchy. I don't care who you are. Okay, so I cut these strips. I love how they're irregular. I did not measure. Most of this is Concord 9th solid color cardstock. It's my kind of rainbow go-to as of late. And this is also, side note, kind of what I call my Christmas rainbow. Start with pinks and reds and end with greens. Somehow, magically, it feels Christmassy to me. Okay, so this is gonna replace the Audrey blue panel. I know, it's crazy, but I put it behind and I centered it. And then now I'm eyeballing this snow globe so I could get the right placement. Okay? The old Laura Fedora redneck line it up technique. By the way, I'm using a boatload of Post-it tape throughout this entire project, but that's how I roll. It's been the same the past decade. I love Post-it tape about as much as I love my Teflon bone folder. Now look how this lines up over top. Now here, listen, I'm going to confess. I taped this right over top of that Swiss Dot Audrey blue panel. And I know that makes absolutely no sense. I probably should have just made a second card. I could have had 2 cards with the 2 different panels. But I don't know what I was thinking. I was getting caught up in the moment and I just popped it up right over top. Now I'm putting a little mini glue dot on the back of this ornament. My hopes are that this will hold it in place but still be easily removed when the recipient wants to take it off the card and hang it on their Christmas tree. That's the hope, that the glue dot does not bring any damage. I couldn't think of a better way to hold it in place but still keep it temporary. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so there you have it. Wishing you warmest wishes with the new Holiday Snow Globe STAMPtember collaboration by Mama Elephant, available now at Simon Says Stamp. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.